Welcome back! This week at Dixie Living, we were thrilled to see the extreme cold temps move out. Living here in the Deep South, I've grown to love the heat and humidity. So needless to say, the extreme freezing temps were not my cup of tea. With the winter warm-up also came the rains. This sure made the Silver Appleyards very happy. We kept ourselves busy and dry inside with our regular kitchen projects. Some of these were fermenting another round of spicy garlic scape sauerkraut, milling wheat for our own fresh bread needs so we are more self-sufficient and less dependent on the grocery stores, as well as rolling out a batch of buttermilk biscuits. If you're curious about any of these habits for resilience, check out the blog at dixieliving.com. It is so heartwarming to have you join me in the kitchen today as I prepare another delicious batch of elderberry syrup for my family's health. This was the first year we were able to harvest our own elderberries. We carefully rolled the berries from the stems and placed them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer for when we would need them this winter. If you don't have access to fresh elderberries, that's okay. You'll see that I'm using here some dried elderberries for this recipe, combined with some of the fresh ones that I'll add in just a few moments. Elderberry is a wonderful part of your immune system protocol. It is highly effective as an antiviral since it does not allow the virus cells to replicate. This health tonic is taken by our family from October through March each year with excellent results, and my kids love it. In the pot, I have 4 cups of water, 1/2 cup of dried elderberry, and 1/2 cup frozen elderberry, and I am bringing the water to a low simmer. I'm going to add in a couple of sticks of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of rose hips, 1 tablespoon of fresh grated ginger, and just a little tiny dash of cayenne pepper. I'm going to allow this to simmer until it's reduced by half. This usually takes a little bit more than 15 minutes, sometimes up to 45. Once the elderberry reduction is complete, go ahead and turn off the heat and remove the pot from the burner. Set it aside to cool for approximately an hour and a half before adding the rest of the ingredients. Now that the elderberry has had sufficient time to cool, we are going to carefully strain it, pressing the berries hard to get out every bit of their juice and goodness. We will add the rest of the ingredients and we'll get it bottled up and ready to use. Here I'm using just a simple mesh strainer set that I found on Amazon, but you can use anything, even a colander lined with cheesecloth if that's what you have. My chickens love it when I bring them the elderberries after I've made a batch, so here I'm carefully scraping every bit of the berry goodness off for them. Don't worry if you weren't able to write down the ingredients to this recipe. In the description, I have included a link to my blog at dixielivinghomestead.com, which includes a helpful article on how we use elderberry syrup, as well as a printable recipe for your use. Since I'm making a double recipe today, you will see that I am using 2 complete lemon halves and 2 cups of honey. But for the regular recipe, it only calls for the juice of half a lemon and 1 cup of honey. Do your best to use local raw honey so that your family can enjoy the wonderful antiviral benefits from honey as well. Now that this batch is completed and bottled up, it should last our family about 3 weeks before I have to do it all again. Our family likes to enjoy our elderberry syrup with a little bit of grape juice each day. If you're enjoying our content from Dixie Living Homestead, I sure hope you'll let us know in the comments, as well as any questions you might have. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye!